Ego activates survival energy. Have you ever noticed how, in the toughest moments, a hidden strength suddenly shows up? Think about the times you were cornered in an argument or someone doubted your ability. You felt a spark rise inside you. That's ego calling. Ego is not always arrogance. At its core, ego is your built-in survival alarm. Here's the science behind it. When your identity feels challenged, your brain doesn't just sit quietly. It sends signals to your adrenal glands to release adrenaline, the same chemical that helps you run from danger. Your heart beats faster, blood flows stronger, and oxygen rushes to your muscles. It's like your body flips a switch and says, "Prove yourself. Don't back down." That's why, in those moments when someone says you can't, you suddenly find extra energy to show that you can. It's the same energy that helps an athlete finish the race even when exhausted, or a student push through an all-night study session before the big exam. Ego gives your body a reason to fight harder, so don't be afraid of your ego. Learn to channel it. When life tests you, let ego awaken that survival energy inside. Stand tall, push forward. Remember, your body is wired to give you more strength than you think you have. Your ego is not your enemy. It's the fire inside you that refuses to quit. Ego strengthens posture. Have you ever noticed how your body changes the moment your ego kicks in? When you feel proud, challenged, or ready to prove yourself, you don't slump. You stand taller. Your chest rises, your shoulders pull back, and your chin lifts. That's not just attitude, that's biology. Your posture is directly connected to your brain and emotions. When you slouch, your lungs compress, your breathing becomes shallow, and your brain receives less oxygen. That makes you feel tired and small. But when your ego awakens, it signals your nervous system to open up your body. Your chest expands, your breathing deepens, and suddenly more oxygen floods your blood. Your brain gets sharper, your muscles feel stronger. Just by standing tall, you shift from weakness to power. Think about it. Athletes on the podium never look down. Leaders giving speeches don't hunch over. Even in nature, animals instinctively puff up to show strength. Your ego is the same. It commands your body to claim space and say, "I belong here." So the next time doubt whispers in your ear, straighten your back, lift your head, feel the strength in your body. Ego isn't just in your mind, it's in your posture, shaping how you feel and how the world sees you. Walk tall, because when your body stands strong, your spirit follows.
Ego sharpens focus. Have you ever noticed how your mind locks in the moment someone doubts you? Suddenly, the noise around you fades, and all you can think about is proving yourself. That's not just pride, that's physiology. Ego flips a switch in your brain that sharpens focus like a laser. Here's how it works. Deep inside your brain is a reward system powered by a chemical called dopamine.
Normally, dopamine gets released when you taste something sweet, achieve a goal, or even check a notification on your phone. But when your ego is challenged, when someone says, "You can't," your brain releases dopamine to push you into action. It's your body's way of saying, "Pay attention. Let's win this." That's why athletes run faster when competing against rivals, and students concentrate harder when they want to outscore someone. Ego doesn't let you scatter your energy. It narrows your vision so you lock onto the target. Your breathing slows, your heartbeat finds rhythm, and your mind blocks out distractions. So the next time you feel underestimated, don't get angry, get focused. Let your ego turn pressure into clarity. Use it to aim higher, work smarter, and finish stronger. Remember, your body is designed to sharpen your mind when it matters most. Let ego be the lens that cuts through the blur and guides you straight to victory. Ego builds muscle memory. Think about the last time you refused to give up. Whether it was mastering a skill, finishing a workout, or practicing until you got it right. What pushed you to keep going? Often, it's ego, that inner voice that says, "I won't be the one who quits." And here's the powerful part. Every time you repeat that action, your body is literally wiring itself for success. Your brain and muscles have a special partnership. When you repeat a movement, like shooting a basketball, playing guitar, or lifting weights, your brain sends signals through your nerves, and those pathways get stronger with practice. It's like carving a trail in the forest. The more you walk it, the clearer it becomes. This is what scientists call muscle memory. Ego is what makes you go back again and again, even when it's tiring or frustrating. It pushes you to practice longer, to perfect your form, to try one more time. Over time, your body learns the movement so well that it becomes automatic. That's why boxers throw punches instinctively, or pianists play without looking at the keys. Ego built that mastery by refusing to settle. So when you're tempted to stop, remember this: every rep, every attempt, every practice is engraving strength into your body. Let ego be the fuel that keeps you going until your skills become unstoppable. Your body remembers. Your ego ensures you never forget to keep pushing. Cold showers, hot energy, expanded script. What if I told you that one of the fastest ways to boost your mood and energy doesn't come from coffee, sugar, or motivation videos, but from cold water? Yes, a cold shower. Sounds uncomfortable, right? But here's the secret. That discomfort is exactly what makes it powerful. When cold water hits your skin, your body goes into survival mode. Your blood vessels tighten, your heartbeat speeds up, and your brain wakes up instantly. It's like flipping a switch. Adrenaline and dopamine, the brain's energy and motivation chemicals, surge through your system. Suddenly, you feel alert, focused, and alive. It also trains your nervous system. Every time you stand under that icy water, you're teaching your brain, I can handle stress. I can stay calm in discomfort. That resilience carries over into your daily life. Stressful meeting, tough conversation. Your body remembers, I've been through worse. I've got this. Cold showers even improve circulation, strengthen immunity, and reduce inflammation. In simple words, they make your body tougher, your brain sharper, and your mood lighter. Of course, it's not about freezing for 10 minutes. Start small. End your normal shower with 20 seconds of cold water. Breathe deeply. Feel the shock, then feel the strength rising inside you. Remember this: comfort zones don't build warriors. Challenges do. And sometimes, the strongest version of you begins with a single cold shower. Ego raises energy levels. Have you ever been completely drained, ready to quit? Then suddenly, when someone challenges you, a burst of energy appears out of nowhere? That's not magic. That's ego. Deep inside, your ego refuses to be defeated, and your body responds by unlocking hidden reserves of strength. Here's the science. Your body has a stress response system designed for survival. When ego feels threatened, when someone doubts you, when the odds seem stacked against you, your brain sends a signal to your adrenal glands. They release adrenaline, the same chemical that gives people the power to run faster or lift heavy objects in emergencies. Your heart pumps harder, your muscles receive more oxygen, and your mind sharpens. It's like flipping on a hidden power source. That's why athletes push through the final stretch, why fighters keep swinging in the last round, and why you can work longer than you thought possible when you refuse to give in. Ego doesn't let your body settle. It demands one more step, one more push, one more try. So the next time you feel exhausted, remind yourself, you're not empty. You have more inside. Let your ego speak up. Let it awaken that extra energy your body is holding back. Because when your ego says, I can't lose, your body answers with, then I'll give you more. Ego protects identity. Have you ever wondered why you feel a rush of resistance when someone disrespects you, or when someone tries to put you down? That's your ego stepping in. Just like your immune system protects your body from harmful invaders, your ego protects your sense of self from being crushed. Here's the biology behind it. When your identity feels attacked, your brain releases stress signals that light up your nervous system. Your heartbeat rises, your breathing changes, and your muscles tense. It's your body's way of saying, defend who you are. This reaction is not weakness, it's survival. Just as white blood cells rush to fight off infection, your ego rises to guard your worth and dignity. Think about it. If you didn't have ego, you'd accept every insult, every limit, every cage others try to put around you. Ego is the shield that says, I am more than what you say I am. It's the spark that helps you walk away from toxic situations, the fire that makes you speak up when silence would break you. So never see ego as the enemy. When guided with wisdom, it's your inner bodyguard. The next time someone tries to define you, let your ego remind you who you truly are. Stand firm. Protect your identity. Because the world may try to shrink you, but your ego makes sure you never disappear. Ego creates momentum. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to stop once you start proving yourself? That first push may feel heavy, but once your ego kicks in, something changes. You build speed, power, and rhythm. That's momentum, and ego is the engine that keeps it alive. Here's the science. Your brain is wired to hate losing. When you set a goal, it releases dopamine, the reward chemical, each time you make progress. That tiny hit of satisfaction makes you want to keep going. Ego takes this natural system and supercharges it. It whispers, don't stop now. You've come too far to quit. As you move forward, your body fuels you with energy, your focus sharpens, and step by step you build unstoppable motion. Think about riding a bike. At first, pedaling feels slow and heavy, but once the wheels spin faster, the ride feels effortless. That's how momentum works in life, too. Starting is the hardest part, but once your ego says, I can't afford to lose, you keep pushing, and soon you're carried by your own speed. So when you feel stuck, take that first small action. Let ego fuel the next one, and then another. Before long, momentum will carry you past obstacles that once felt impossible. Remember, ego isn't just pride. It is the spark that turns effort into movement and movement into victory. Keep moving, keep building, don't stop. Ego shapes presence. Have you ever walked into a room and felt someone's energy before they even spoke? They didn't need to say a word. You could feel their presence. That's not luck. That's physiology. And ego plays a huge role in it. Here's why. When your ego is strong and balanced, your body reflects it. Your heartbeat steadies, your breathing deepens, and your voice carries more power. Even your posture signals confidence. Shoulders open, eyes forward, movements firm. The people around you pick up on these cues instantly. Your presence becomes louder than your words. Think about leaders, athletes, or performers you admire. They don't just rely on talent. Their presence makes you pay attention. Science shows that confidence changes the way hormones like testosterone and cortisol balance in your body. This balance reduces fear, sharpens clarity, and gives your voice strength. In other words, your physiology responds to your ego, and others feel it. Your presence is not about being the loudest in the room. It's about the silent energy that makes people turn their heads when you walk in. And ego helps you project that energy by reminding you of your worth. So the next time you doubt yourself, straighten up, breathe deep, and let your ego shape your presence. Because when you carry yourself with certainty, the world can't help but notice. Ego demands growth. Have you ever noticed how failure stings but somehow pushes you to rise higher? That's your ego at work. Just like muscles grow stronger under resistance, your ego grows sharper every time it's tested. It refuses to let you stay small. Here's the physiology behind it. When you fail or get challenged, your brain releases stress signals. At first, it feels uncomfortable. You might even want to quit. But then your ego steps in. It triggers determination by engaging the same systems that fuel survival. Adrenaline for energy, dopamine for focus, and cortisol in small amounts to keep you alert. This cocktail doesn't break you. It pushes you to adapt, to stretch, to grow. Think about lifting weights. The muscle fibers tear under pressure and then rebuild stronger. Ego works the same way. When life puts pressure on you, ego refuses to let that pressure crush you. Instead, it says, I must get better. I will not remain the same. That's why people often come back stronger after rejection, loss, or setbacks. So don't fear the tests. Don't curse the struggles. Each challenge is your ego's training ground, shaping you into someone tougher, wiser, and more powerful. Let your ego demand growth from you. Because the truth is, you're not meant to stay where you are. You're meant to rise again and again until nothing can hold you back.